Woo-wee! When life throws you lemons, Artisan Cutlery sends you cheesecake. This is a nice knife. So this is the Pyrite by CJRB. And I have to say, it looks online smaller than it is. This is a really nice sized blade right here. What did I have? I just had something with me and I was going to show you a comparison of something that you'd know. Ah, here it is. I just had this in my pocket. Boop. This is the Devo Growler, which is a nice sized EDC. Look at the size of this Pyrite by CJRB. That's a nice knife, man. So, real quick, let's get into the specs before we start cutting with it. It is a stonewash drop point, and I have to say the drop point is so beautifully rendered. It is really, really nicely done. I'm enjoying how just like that you can see the scales, but you can see the frame through, and it almost makes it look like the scales are glowing, right? It's actually really cool looking. The blade steel is AR. It's AR RPM 9. It sounds like a military weapon, right? It's like, all right, everybody load up your AR RPM 9s and let's take to the battlefield. That's what it sounds like, man. It's got kind of a cool name, steel. If you're gonna name steel, name it after what sounds like a rifle. Let's see, you got thumb studs for quick opening, but it also has the push button lock for even quicker opening. Can you use the thumb studs for opening? Absolutely. You can probably Spidey flick it. I probably can't. Maybe I can. But I really, really am enjoying this this button lock, which I happen to love. As a matter of fact, in my pocket right now, I have a button lock, the ADV Tactical Pit Boss 2 button lock. So I love the button locks. It's fidgety. You can actually play with it, but a button lock is as fast as any auto open, right? If I took the Combat Troodon and opened it and closed it, well, tell me which one was slower. It's just a really, really smooth knife. It is super, super smooth. You do have G10 grips and a reversible tip-up pocket clip. The blade length is a very misleading 3.11. And when I say misleading, I don't mean like it seems like it's 2.5 inches. It feels like a 4-inch blade. In hand, it feels like you're holding a 4-inch blade because right here, your little finger well leaves you almost an inch right there. So you have from here to here, you have a full 4 inches of blade sticking out of your grip. It is really misleading in a very good way. The blade thickness is 2.7 millimeters, making it slicey dicey. It is a 5961 Rockwell. The blade grind, and I was just telling somebody, they asked me what my favorite grind was. If I can only have one grind to be full flat, I love the flat grind. Let's see, the overall length is 7.3, so you have a 4.2 inch in the hand, perfect size grip. And that is it. It is a steel pocket clip done right. It's just nice. The right here, I want to show you. Look at the texturing on this G10. It's so nice. It has a nice shine to it. It's just a really super clean knife. Everything about it, it's like it's one of those knives that it doesn't like reform knife making. It's not like, oh, we're gonna put out a blade shape that's gonna change the way you see knives. No, what they did is they took a regular blade shape, just made it right. It's what else do you need to do? They took a drop point folder. You notice how this is fatter than this. It's doing it right. They didn't keep it like a lot of knife companies. What they'll do is they'll follow this line, and then you got a long, skinny blade. They give you a nice wide blade. It's just a appropriate length in that glow around the edges. I think that just makes it look super freaking cool. Now I do believe, and these things were $66.65 US dollars. Right now they're on sale for $49.99. If you go to Artisan Cutlery, ARTISAN Cutlery, that's where you're gonna find your CJRBs. go there because it's on sale right now. And I believe that this knife also comes in different configurations. Yes, the Pyrite you can get even in a Warrenclyffe. You can get it in almost like a sheep's foot. And you can get the same thing without the G10, just steel scales. So they have other ways for you to get this knife. They even have a $200 version that is pretty sick, an S90V. So you have you can get it titanium, you can get it G10, you can get it crazy. But whatever you get, it's gonna be right. It's just gonna be right. This thing is sweet. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take it outside and go cut some stuff. All right, let's do that. All right, we got some overcast here. We've had a lot of rain lately. Boop! But you can still see it in a different light. This is just a really super clean knife. I love the size. The length is just so appropriate. It is so appropriate. It fits in the hand really nice. Let's see if I have any hair left. I'm not gonna pretty soon because this thing is so sharp. Let's see if I can get it all in one spot. The problem is I only have a little bit of hair, but I'm taking it all off of there. So, well, we're kind of breezy, but you can see all the hairs there. I only have a little bit left on that arm, but it's coming off. Look, I got a little spot right there with hair, right? Look at that. Look at that. It's just gone. Gone, baby, gone. Nice. It's sharp. So far, of all the knives that I have gotten that are CJRB, every single one of them, anything from Artisan Cutlery, you can guarantee one thing: it's gonna have an edge. It's gonna be sharp. It's gonna have really good blade angles, things like that, edge geometry. Just nice all the way around. Just nice. This is just sweet right here. Just sweet. Look how wet that stuff is. Crazy. All right, let's get some cutting in. Yeah, I'll tell you what, for the price points, it's kind of hard to beat them on price because it's just they have such good quality. I gotta let me find a way to set you guys up. I think that's better. All right, so let's do some gravity drops, some 4-foot drops. Boop. And it actually bites in really nice because of that beautiful full flat drop point. Let's do some hard downward throws and we'll see if anything happens to it. Boom. Wow, that sunk in there really good. Oh, man, I hit that so hard. I think it bounced and hit and sprung that blade. And it is tight and right. That was freaking impressive. I hit it sideways. It had enough flex to where it smashed against the log, came back, and there is zero loosening. I basically just pried with a folding knife, with an EDC. I pried from, here's the angle, I pried from that angle all the way down. You gotta be kidding me. How did it not loosen? Let's see if I broke the lock. No, we're gonna just, no, I mean, come on. That was insane. That hit really hard. That hit really hard. All right, that was impressive. That was impressive. Let's try the push cut on a 1/2-inch nylon rope, and wow. That was quite easy. Now, I don't usually do a test with extension cord on something like this, but it's got a little bit of length from the end, so we'll see if I can just at least get through some of the wires. Holy Moses! I didn't expect that. Okay, so not only did I chop the whole thing, but look at that, no folded wires. That is super clean. I figured I'd get through a few of those, maybe 2, maybe 2.5, but I didn't think I was going to A, get all the way through, and B, there's no way I would have thought that I'd get through all the wires without bending any. That was super clean. This is a little EDC. I'll tell you what, man. Some things are just born to surprise you. Some things is born to surprise. Let's see.
What about making kindling? This is your EDC. You're not going to be out making kindling with this, but you want to know if you can. You want to know if you can. What if you are out hiking and you get stuck in the woods? What if you are and all of a sudden you get a monsoon or something comes through that sends you to a need of survival? I'm just pounding this stick into the wood. All right, let's try a better spot. Oh, you know, I am in a serious knot. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't working. I am diving through a knot right there. Let's see if we did any kind of blade warp. Wow, this blade is nice. That was through a serious knot. That was kind of impressive. You could see I went through one knot into another knot and got it all the way down to there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wasn't expecting that. That was my own mistake, and it still did the job. So we got some nylon infused fuel hose, and after going through a knot, that's not going to be any problem. Ha ha ha! So let's cut some sideways. If it's a dull knife, obviously the rubber will fold. If it is a sharp knife, it will do exactly that. I'll do it without even touching it. Boom, no folding. I mean, that one I think was on me. I think I hit the button just as I threw it. That's part of being a lefty and having your finger like that. That right there, I just did that. This thing is nice. This thing is nice, boys and girls. I really, really am enjoying the size. One thing I just noticed is right here, there's like a little downward cut, and it leaves you a really nice spot for your thumb. And then just having the scalloped scales right here, it's just causing a really nice effect on the thumb. It's giving it a really nice angle. Man, it looks like we're getting ready. We got some sunshine in one side of the sky and then darkness on the other. Let's see, we got some of these vines hanging down here. Not anymore. Man, this is nice. Let's see. This is just nice. This is your EDC, boys and girls. This is an EDC. Now, dangling vines are always hard because they're dangling. There's nothing holding them. Look at that, 2 in 1. Bam! There's nothing holding them, so a dull knife, when you hit with a dull knife, the vines just move. Look at this. This has got a nice edge. There's 2 right there. Boom! Through both. Boom! Through both. That's nice. That's called edge geometry. Now remember, this is your EDC. You're going to be picking it up. You're going to be opening packages. You're going to be picking your toenails. You're going to be doing whatever you're going to do with your normal EDC. You're not doing all this. So to know that your blade that you're not going to do any of this stuff with can do all this stuff with, that just means the stuff that you plan on doing is going to be way easier. It's going to be way easier. All right, let's see here. Man, I'll tell you what, this would be a good little side carry for that extra carry for your camp, just because of this blade length. This is nice. I mean, you need to make your tent spikes and spears and pit spikes and arrows and all that jazz. You're going to be able to do all of that with a knife. Anything like this that can carve a tip can keep a man alive, or a woe man. We do not, you know what I mean? You can make little pit spikes. Take a bunch of sticks, dig a little hole, put them around your camp, right near the door of your camp. That way, some critters come at night. Boom, step on that. They're gonna either get it in their paws. You make a big enough one, maybe they'll fall in the hole, skewer, and you just got free food. I'm telling you, this knife is nice. Look at that action. This is out of the box, brand new, snappy action. This knife is super duper nice. Let's do some feathering on some harder wood. We'll see how that goes. I just want to keep cutting stuff because I like the feeling. I like the feeling. You could choke up on it, and I pushed it with my thumb, but you can choke up on it here and hold it. I'm pushing with my thumb without touching the lock, and nothing. It's good. It's all good in the hood, baby. Bam, bam. That's just the stupid fun stuff. That's the stupid fun stuff. There's no wiggling, wobbling from doing what it's not supposed to be doing. It's just a good knife. Although, so far, every knife I've tested from them has been a good knife. You'd be really hard-pressed to find a bad CJRB. Anything from Artisan Cutlery. They just get the job done, man. Let's see. I'm going to take this soccer ball. It's not broken, so it's just flat. There's 2 layers. I want to see. Look at that. Look at that. Just opened it up. Talk about sharp. If you are out there and you're hiking, or not hiking, but camping, or you are hiking and you get stuck, and you do find a way to get yourself something to eat, something that used to be alive, rest assured, even covered in sap and everything else I just covered it in, it's still skinning. It's still skinning. This thing is all right. This thing is all right. Let's see here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'll tell you what, can I light a fire? Well, we already know I can get kindling. Now I can feather. And I know with this little ricasso right here, I could strike a ferro rod. Everything I would need to get done to live, I can do. I can make weapons with this knife. So I wouldn't need to use my knife to kill animals. I would be able to make spears and fishing poles and arrows and all kinds of stuff. I can make it all. Then I can set up my camp. I can make a fire. I can get it all done. All with this little guy right here. And all for the very low cost of $49.99. But I'll tell you, it's just a really, really good knife. And you can go through all of my videos on any CJRB Artisan Cutlery knife and find where they're flawed. Find it. Go ahead. I'll give you $1. You find where they're bad knives. They're just not made bad. They're good knives. And I have to say that I test other knives and made the same way, maybe even the same materials, and some of them aren't as good for a better price. You know what I mean? You can get something like this made by a different company for $100, or you get one like this for half the price. You're getting the same knife. You're getting the same knife. This thing's just good, man. This thing is just a really good little EDC. So the Pyrite, I have to say, from CJRB is an abso-freaking-loot winner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link to this knife, this model, right down below so you can go check it out. It's good looking. It really is. This is, you guys know I love drop points. This is a really good looking knife. Ta-da! That's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. I'm going to go stay alive. That's it for this one. Until next knife.